Welcome to week 1 of the SPL Almost Any Ability Draft League, where your LA Wakers will be taking on IronBoffin, whose team is an incredibly threatening Zapdos with Primordial C and No Guard, followed by a very offensive Garchomp that could have Sword of Ruin or Moxie. His Swampert can set Rain with Drizzle or just have Regenerator, which is something Swampert should have anyway. His Cobalion has access to both Magic Guard and Surge Surfer. One of his biggest threats, Entei, has priority Pixelate Extreme Speeds, but could also run Desolate Land. His Ogerpon Cornerstone can hit me with Rocky Payload, Boosted Ivy Cudgels, or Grassy Surge, Grassy Glides. He can make his Galarian Weezing even tankier by giving it the fluffy ability, or he can go for Prankster Will-O-Wisps. Pairing up with Drizzle Swampert, he can go with Swift Swing Crawdon, or just go with the good old reliable adaptability. His Espeon can set up Psychic Surge for strong expanding forces, or hit me with Tinted Lens Psychics, while his last Pokemon Rotom can set up the electric terrain with Hadron Engine, or go with the good old reliable Levitate. His team might be strong, but for week 1, I'm dropping Dracos with Soul Dew Hadron Engine Latios, which can knock out almost every Pokemon on that team in one hit, and the Pokemon it can't, I can Luster Purge. If he brings Assault Vest Swampert, Energy Ball helps me take care of that, but it also gives me a reliable move versus Crawdon. And to ease prediction, if I find a free turn, I can go for Substitute, that way my opponent can't hit me with priority Extreme Speed from Entei. But Entei's Pixelate Extreme Speed is still a threat, which is why I have a physically defensive Life Orb Magic Guard Volcanion, whose Steam Eruption can pick it off. I'm also running Body Press, which can knock out Crawdon from full HP. Earth Power gives me a reliable move to deal with Entei if he decides to run Desolate Land, while Roar can stop Garchomp from setting up free Swords Dances while also racking up Spikes damage from my Ogerpon. I went with Queenly Majesty Ogerpon to block Entei's Extreme Speed, as well as Prankster Will-O-Wisp from Galarian Weezing. I can lock my opponent into a move of Encore, or go for an Ivy Cudgel to threaten Crawdon or Swampert, while using my Lumberry to not worry too much from Will-O-Wisp from Fluffy Galarian Weezing or Toxic Spikes. My last move is U-Turn because Ogerpon baits in Zapdos, which can allow me to bring in my next Pokemon, Life Orb Technician Frost Slash, for free and threaten it with Triple Axle. Because of the speed tie that Ogerpon Cornerstone threatens my Frostlass, Ogerpon, and Latios with, I wanted Technician Ice Shard to do a lot of damage. Also checking Scale Shot Garchomp. Destiny Bond allows me to pick up a surprise KO on Entei going for Sacred Fire, or Magic Guard Life Orb Cobalion going for Steel Beam. And just like Ogerpon, my Frostlass is also running Spikes, because Galarian Weezing can easily defog away Ogerpon's Spikes, but it might be easier for Frostlass to get them up. Offensively, No Guard Zapdos is still a threat with Zap Cannon and Heat Wave, so I wanted to bring a special defensive Tinkaton to tank hits, while also recovering its HP with Regenerator. Tinkaton's role is to set up dual screens with both Reflect and Light Screen, making the rest of my team be able to take on Entei's priority or Zapdos' hits. While Knockoff allows me to get rid of Heavy Duty Boots or the Assault Vest on Swampert, and Encore can stop my opponent because Tinkaton is free setup for Pokemon like Iron Defense Cobalion. Tinkaton also helps me naturally tank hits from Espeon and can eat one Ivy Cudgel in a pinch from Ogerpon. Lastly, I went physically defensive Fluffy Donphan with Ice Spin or an Ice Shard to help me check Ogerpon Cornerstone and Garchomp, and Earthquake to threaten Prankster Weezing. My Citrus Berry can help me live 2 Power Whips from Ogerpon, and Donphan can also get up Stealth Rock for the team. That's my team for week 1 of the SPL AAA Pokemon Draft League. If you're excited about a brand new season of draft, make sure you let me know down below by leaving a like and consider subscribing to the channel if you're new. Also, if you've been around for a while and want to support me even more, it's my 10-year anniversary for Drop a Draco, and we currently have merch available, so feel free to check that out down below. If we end up selling 500 of the varsity jackets, myself, Swave, and Blunder will all go to a VGC event next season to compete and also meet a lot of you guys. Of course, I also suggest checking out my opponent Boff. He's a great guy, great friend, and uploads awesome content. I'd also like to give a big shout out to the people who helped me this week, like Rabia, Amel, Roltzboy, and Noobish Trainer Joe, as well as Gentleman Thomas for the thumbnail image and Pedro for the awesome editing. I've held you up long enough, so let's get right into the battle. Here we are with week 1 of the SPL AAA Pokemon Draft League. Boff has such a scary team, and I should probably pull up what I'm fighting. So Zapdos, oof, Crawdon is nasty. It could have Swift Swim and adaptability. I'll write this down. Crawdon, oof. And he has the Weezing too. Entei. I'm obviously a little bit worried about Pert as well. Zapdos is scary. There's just everything. Like, I think that Boff has a really good matchup into me, but I'm very excited to play because 1, it's AAA, which is so cool. And 2, I mean, I got to drop a Draco, and my merch is available now too, so we can drop Dracos and promo the merch. Hell yeah! So a lot of threats. My Volcanion looks really good in this game. I'll be very careful around everything else, but Volcanion looks really good. I like the idea of leading off with Jolty because Pert is a very good lead into my team. Same thing with Rotom, so this allows me to Volt Switch immediately and kind of go from there. But let's see how this ends up going. If you guys do enjoy this content though, let me know. Feel free to leave a like. Feel free to sub to my boy Boff as well as myself. He uploads great content. He uploads a lot of them we fights, and that picture's amazing. Oh, do I not? Did I not put music in my game? Oh, oh no. Oh no. All right, so Weezing lead. Now, Weezing has a few things. Weezing has access to Prankster and as well as Fluffy. Could also get up T-Spike in this game if it really wants to. I'm actually gonna Spike because if it is, I want to find out if it's Prankster or not. If it is Prankster, it won't actually work. It going for Will-O-Wisp. And if it is, if it's Fluffy, I'll live one hit. Just barely, but I'll live it. And I think it's important to get up a Spike as well and just kind of find out the abilities immediately too. Considering Weezing could end up going for the, if it's Fluffy, it's a little bit easier. So it is Prankster. Good to know it's Prankster. Okay, so Prankster Weezing. I'm okay with T-Spike. Nice. Okay, so T-Spike. I could put some music in the background of this too. This is kind of nice. And we have Prankster as well. We'll go for... We're going to get up another Spike here. Because I'm not... like, the Strange Steam is annoying, but I'm not worried about, like... I guess Sludge Bomb could be a little bit problematic, but I like the double layers of Spike too. As it goes right for Strange Steam and unfortunately misses. So pretty big. I don't think he'd be defog here either, so I'm actually going to go for the third layer of Spike. I really want to pressure Rotom if it's not Levitate, if it's Hadron Engine. I want to pressure... I want to pressure Entei, of course, if it's not Heavy Duty Boots. All this damage means that clicking the Luster Purge is so good. So, Strange Steam. Yep. Oh, that sucks! Because now it activates my Lumberry. Unfortunate. It's okay. It is what it is. So I will be getting poisoned upon switching. We're going to U-turn here. Strange Steam. Toxic Spikes. Maybe Wisp as another option too. But U-turn's nice because if they want to go Zapdos, I can kind of just click attacks. With 3 layers of Spike. Oh, I thought I clicked U-turn. Whoops. I think I clicked Encore there. Which is not what I wanted to. So already pretty bad. I burnt my Lumberry. I did dodge, but I burnt my Lumberry. I got confused and I didn't end up U-turning out. Which is unfortunate because I misclicked because I'm not used to playing on the PC as much as I am playing on in-game. But this is okay too because I can U-turn out on the Switch. So this actually, I guess this worked out better for me. Not on purpose, but this worked out better for me. Because Zapdos ends up coming in with its no guard and I can just drop a beautiful Draco. Now I do have Rapid Spin as well, but I want to be careful about that. Well, it can't... The thing about this Pokemon is it cannot hit me with... It can't hit me with the Zap Cannon and paralyze me because I'm Latios, right? I'm already poisoned by the T-Spike. So let's get this Hadron Engine up and let's start clicking for the first time in this game. Woof, I'm trying to get my damage off. Let's see. Draco looks absolutely free, especially with Hazards up, so I'm definitely going for that. Actually, if I'm them, I think I'd go out into Weezing and try and go for some sort of prankster stuff. But then this mon is such a threat. Weezing kind of already did his job. I'm going to go for Luster Purge. What I don't want happening here is them going Weezing. And what they try to do with Weezing is that they try and get me on the Draco and then go for Prankster Destiny Bomb. So I'm going to go for a Luster Purge. This is a giant threat to my team. But I think it's worth making the play. Especially because this can two-shot Swampert, and this will KO Weezing. This will do 1,000,000,000% to Zapdos as well, so I'll live every hit from Zapdos too. And also if they're AV, I would rather go for Luster Purge than drop the Draco immediately. Woo! And Latios just KOs with Luster Purge! Oh my god! Okay, that was not within calculations. I did not expect that to die. And now they think I'm Choice Specs because I also think I'm Choice Specs. Wait, this does 84 to 100. That always killed offensive Zapdos. Hell yeah. Latios gets its first kill of the season, baby. It might end up getting a second kill too because I'm gonna end up going for Energy Ball for sure on the I'm gonna end up going for Energy Ball for sure on Swampert if it ends up coming in because I think Swampert is Drizzle to try and get an Entei. I believe Swampert is Drizzle to try and get an Entei. Now with Zapdos gone, my Steam Eruptions from my Volcanion go absolutely stupid here too. So there's Larry. Unfortunately, they think I'm Specs. But I'm going to get my free KO here. There's no, this has Swift Swim and adaptability, and there's no rain up. So Latios is gonna get its second KO with Hadron Engine for the season. Giant threat gone. Woo! This was definitely Swift Swim or something like that. It could have been adaptability. But look at Latios go crazy. Okay, 2 giant threats gone, Crawdon and Zapdos. There's still Entei, which I'm gonna assume is the, I'm gonna assume Entei is Pixelate, obviously. I'm not sure if it's banned or not. I kind of want to find out. We'll see if it takes hazards. I would love for it to take hazards here. But it most likely has to go for E-Speed. Latios is absolutely broken. Why did that just kill immediately? You know, I've always dropped the Draco versus Zapdos, and it just always killed. I didn't expect Luster Purge to kill from there. All right, so Papa comes out. Papa does take hazards. I think it's choiced. I'm gonna go into my Jolty with its Queenly Majesty. I'm very happy that, I'm very, very happy about that. So we know it's Pixelate as well. So Pixelate. We know this is Pixelate 100%. We're gonna go Jolty. Now, if they end up going for an Agility, the good thing is, even though I'm fluffy on my Dawn fan, because I'm poisoned, they can't burn me. And I still will live a hit, and I can knock them out Earthquake after that. So we're looking pretty decent right now. We just gotta be careful not to lose to Scarf Rotom. Scarf Rotom is looking threatening, but we can always knock it off with Tinkaton and go from there. So go this. Let's see. As they go for Stomping Tantrum, great play. Ooh, and that is looking choice. Oh, okay, never mind. I'll say that's looking very choice banned, but now I don't think it much. Now I don't think it is. I was looking very choice banned for a second. That was a great play on Boff's part. Unfortunately for you, I will be bringing out my homie anyway. Because, ooh, shiny Volcanion is hideous. Why did you ask for this grape juice? Why did you ask for this, my friend? So I have to go for Steam Eruption. Earth Power. I don't get 2-shot by Stomping Tantrum. And Steam Eruption does pick up a KO on everything that's not pert. And again, me being Magic Guard, obviously I don't care about this T-Spike at all. I'm also Life Orb. Earth Power does 72 to 85%, so it's not quite a KO. Entei's about 75. We also don't know if it's Assault Vest at this point. We are thinking potentially Choice Band if that just KO'd me anyway. Stomping Tantrum. Actually, that was on a crit, right? So a crit. It could be extra belt. So that is high roll for a crit. It's not Choice Band. We know it's not Choice. It could be belt. We don't know yet because we don't see any multipliers for belt, but it definitely could be belt right now. I assume there's no real switch-ins, right? Because we're pretty positive that it is not Assault Vest Swampert, but it's Drizzle to kind of get Crawdon in. Surely, right? All right, well, let's see. Let's see. I think it's going to be Drizzle, but I could be wrong. It'd just be Adaptability Crawdon, and they were just trying to get it in. Yeah, I had a feeling, right? It'd be Drizzle, Swampert, plus Swift Swim. Ooh, get my first Steam Eruption, Life Orb boosted. And there it is. We're going to get our next KO with Volcanion here. We got to be very, very, very careful, like I said, though. As this will die. If this is fast. I would rather not risk it being fast. And I would rather go out to Frostlash here. As if it's like, I don't think it's fast based on how much it took from Life Orb Steam Eruption. But it's really tough to calc when there's poison and all that spikes involved. So I'd much rather go Frostlash here. On knockoff, great play. Doesn't end up killing me because it was really support. We did burn it too, as well. So that's fine because we're going to end up, if they don't die to burn, I don't believe they do. Nice. Okay. So we can go right for an Ice Shard that does not miss here and knock out Swampert. We could, it's a little tough for him to switch too. Because at this point, I could also be a special attacker. Now, I'm obviously not Beads of Ruin. He could see that while he brings it out. Yo, the rain being up is actually perfect, too, because it weakens Entei's Sacred Fire, which is amazing, amazing, amazing for Tinkaton. So, Frostlash picks up its first KO of the season. So far, Lottie with 2, Volcanion with 1, and I love this. I love this. It's going to be a really short season, right? It's 6 weeks and then semis and finals. Oh, Lord Weezing comes out. Ooh, we're going to be able to get a second KO here. We're going to be able to get a second KO here. Right? All we got to do is go for Destiny Bond. All we got to do is go for Destiny Bond. They do defog. Okay. I can respect that. Nice little defog play. However, we can get a huge hit off on them with the triple axle. I think their last move is Destiny Bond as well. I'm going to get up a spike. I hope you know this, mister. I will be getting up a spike in this game, and you will not be stopping me. I will be getting up a spike. As you can see, I have brought multiple Pokemon with Spike. Because that's the way we play this game. I probably end up going down to T-Spikes from Weezing, though. Again, I'm assuming the last move on Weezing is Destiny Bond. But it could be Wisp for Tinkaton. I feel like Destiny Bond, though, makes a lot of sense in this case. The rain in the background is really interesting. This is really eerie. Let me know if you guys like it this way, because I didn't realize I had it set to just the background noise and not the music, so I'm just going to add some music later. But do you like this the ambiance? How does the ambiance feel? All right, so we get up a spike before dying. Perfect. There's no T-Spike up. There is no T-Spike up. And Volcanion is fine. Ooh, I actually have to play this. I have to play this properly. Okay, so if it's Destiny Bond, it's Destiny Bond, but we go out into the Wombat here. We go out to Jake the Wombat. We always go for EQ. Because if it's Levitate Rotom, so be it. It's more so figuring out if this is... and they have to fear knockoff, too. Basically, what I'm not trying to do is go Latios, sack it, and it ends up being Destiny Bond as the last move. And then what ends up happening from there is that I lose because I don't have anything faster than Rotom after knocking it off with Tinkaton. I don't think that can happen because Tinkaton is Spadef and it does have Regenerator, but I'm trying to prep for worst case scenario. And I think that going Dolphin and clicking Earthquake is just fine as well. And if he ends up being Destiny Bond on this as well, then I can get up rocks in the following turn anyway to do enough to Entei and go from there. Yo, the rain being up in Donphan, like canceling out my Fluffy as well. I like that. All right, so Defogs. It might be, I feel like it's D-Bond last. I feel like it's D-Bond last. I feel like the way you're playing it is D-Bond last. Right? Like it has to be Destiny Bond last. You're playing it like it's Destiny Bond last, man. But I'm gonna make you go for your Destiny Bond. Oh, it's just Strange Steam. Oh, so it's not Destiny Bond. Okay. No problem. Get up our rocks if we can. Rain might not even end because of the Damp Rock that Swampert most likely had. How many turns we have of Rain? Rain does end. Alright, I'd rather pick off the Weezing. And then if I knock... I think as long as I hit Steam Eruption, we're good. In my opinion. I think as long as we click and we hit Steam Eruption, we're good. So, let's see if Donphan gets his first KO of the season. Because again, it could be that Destiny Bond, which I think would be fair. But I would love Rocks up because then Entei has, you know, I mean, Entei still has a couple switch-ins anyway. Maybe Rotom ends up... Rotom might be Hadron Engine. Hadron Engine Scarf Rotom is fine too. Because you do have Zapdos to be immune to Earthquake. Okay, the way he's playing it, it feels like Rotom is Hadron Engine. It legit feels like Rotom is Hadron Engine. The way it's being, like, I feel like it's being played too scared in a sense, right? Like Rotom has to be Hadron Engine, unless you do not want to risk it on the knock. But I think Hadron Engine has to be it for sure. So the thing is that Entei does. Entei's a roll to KO me with Sacred Fire. You have to be Hadron Engine, right? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna keep you alive. Because you have to Shadow Ball here. Gonna keep you alive. Gonna go Tinkaton. As long as you're not Specs, I'm good. And if you are, then, I mean, I just go back anyway. But I can get up a Light Screen. That way my Mon can live. I can also go for Knockoff, I feel. That'll be relatively safe. There's a Shadow Ball. Gosh, you're so strong. No Spadef drop immediately, which is nice. It's playing like Scarf, so I'm actually going to go for Knockoff here. Yeah, it's playing like Scarf. Right? Yeah, so we go for Knockoff, and then we get to go out into my Lottie, and we will drop a Draco, because even though that could definitely lose me the game, I will be dropping a Draco week 1. I'm not going Lottie now, right? I'm going out into my Donphan here, and I want to use that to get up Rock so I can safely kick Earth Power on the Entei. There's another Shadow Ball. I'm dropping a Draco. I don't care. I have to. Yeah, I have to. I have to. I have to. It's my season. I don't care. I have to. I don't care. I have to. It's a 10-year anniversary. You think I'm not dropping a Draco? In my 10-year anniversary? Hell no. I will be dropping this Draco. And it's not going to the left. It is landing right on top. What'd I say? It's my 10-year anniversary. I gotta do that. We had to drop a Draco there. Alright, so it's just Entei left. Volcanion should be good. Volcanion should be good to beat it. I have 2 chances to land Steam Eruption, basically, on Volcanion. Big Papa comes out. And if for some reason he does not go, because he might end up going for Agility or something, I'll go for Luster Purge here, just for the chip. He definitely Extreme Speeds me and knocks me out. I feel like it might be banded, though, but I go for Luster Purge, and depending on the damage, I knock it out with Earth Power. If it's not AV, that is. So, I think it might be Extra Belt. But the way it was played, it almost felt Choice Band, but it was a crit, so it's not Choice Band. It's literally not Choice Band. Could be Scarf? I'm not sure, but I had to drop a Draco. I couldn't do it. Like, how could I play week 1 without... That's 3 KOs for Lottie in week 1, by the way. Crawdon, Zapdos, and Rotom. All I had them written on the left, too. Beautiful. Yeah, that Luster Purge... Lottie's a demon. And, like, the crazy thing is, if they had went Pert, I would have went for Energy Ball and knocked them out, too. So I had options. I definitely had options there. Unless he's Choice Scarf? Or he's looking for an opportunity to what? Agility? Because you're faster than everything. Maybe it is Scarf. And it's clicking Double Edge here. Okay, we get a beautiful Luster Purge. It's -2, but oh no, Lottie says no, I'm just gonna win the game. Oh, I'm so sorry. 4 KOs for Lottie. What a debut, and we dropped the Draco. Sorry about that crit, fam. Truly. Maybe it was Jolly Choice Band, but I feel like it didn't do in the range of that because it was a crit that it did to Ogerpon. I feel like it did 100 something. Whatever. We won week 1. Lottie picked up 4 KOs to start with a nasty, nasty crit. Luster Purge, Energy, but we took all our moves except for Substitute. Check out my boy Boff. His channel link will be down below, and I'm going to hit him up to do an interview if he's down. I hope you guys are excited for the rest of the Almost Any Ability Draft League. We have 5 more games of regular season to play. And then if we win at least... I think we got to win 4 to guarantee, right? I think 5 is guaranteed. We have to win 4 more to guarantee. I think 4 and 2 can make it, depending. But yeah, I will see you guys. Feel free to check out the merch as well. I'll probably put something on the screen for that. And I'll see you guys in a sec with the interview. I'm here with my boy Boff. And as usual, my calcs are wrong. And it was Choice Band on the Entei.
Oh, that's a lie. I definitely put in Adamant. So like it's Jolly and Showdown, but
it was the crit, bro. It was the crit that threw me off on Ogerpon. Like I always like mess it up when I get crit on a calc because I'm like, oh, is it Jolly or is it Adamant? But it makes sense. Like E-Speed was so good into my team, dude. Entei in general was so good.
Pixelate E-Speed is so good. It's so crazy,
dude. The
I felt bad. Sorry, Crowder. I didn't mean to throw Larry away like that. That was an accident. It's, you know. I was like, yeah, that's specs damage. The way that just knocked out Zapdos like that and no life orb, I'm like, yeah, that's gone. So I get a free knockoff here into something. Something's not gonna like that. And then you went Energy Ball. And I'm like, oh, no. What happened? I'm like, wait a second. What did I do?
Yeah, I figured when you had Crawdon plus Swampert, I was like, okay, so he's going the Swiss Swim route.
Yep.
Not that it mattered that turn because I'm obviously faster, but I'm like, okay, this is cool because that means Swampert won't be AV and like Energy Ball does a billion%, right?
Yeah,
it kills it.
Yeah.
Like
I think you kill like at least 5 of them. Hadron Engine,
no, it's actually a lot closer. It's actually a lot closer. I think it's like 101 or 100 exactly to 118.
No,
to like
I don't believe you. That's gotta be like even if I was AV, I think you still kill 2.
No. AV tanks. AV tanks, bro. AV tanks. This is I'll show you. Like I'll show you right now. But like so like Energy Ball, I'm pretty sure it's like 1 something like that. Calm. Yeah, 100 to 118. So exactly that. Right?
I can't believe you don't kill 2.
But yeah, if I get a Luster Purge off, I kill with that. But if I Luster Purge special defense drop, I could just drop a Draco anyway.
That's why I was like, it's such a like you can't even switch into Latios. So I'm like, my goal is to revenge it, and hopefully he just like gives it to me at some point. I'm like, that's the dream.
I mean, I think you brought the right stuff for it, right? I really did. I said expected Prankster debun wheezing, which is kind of what I was trying to play around. But I really like the Crawdon in this. I think both special and physical looked really strong. into my
Crawdon was
team.
gonna be so sick. I feel so bad for throwing in the trash, but it was there. It would have done cool, especially when you didn't bring Kilowattra or Donphan. So like my rain.
My
was
Donphan
there.
didn't have.
The rain
You're
was
talking about the
mine.
abilities.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you brought that, yeah, you didn't have sun.
that's the Lin. Yeah, I had Fluffy.
So I was like, as soon as I saw no sun, I'm like, ooh, he's fluffy. That's not good for Entei.
Yeah, no, yeah, I kept Fluffy there, and then I saw the this was my counter. It was max defense, max HP, life orb.
I was like, I know Volk's coming because that's the only thing that stands in the way of E-Speed like doing some crazy damage.
Yeah, literally. And I had this
like,
homie.
Yeah, Tinkaton's a monster, blobs. As soon as I took the knockoff, I'm like, that's not good.
Yeah, basically, like, thought process was I'll go for it, and then I was like, do I screen up here? But if he switches, I don't get anything out of the turn. But if I knock, I get something guaranteed. So I was like, let me knock and get rid of that, then sack Donphan. And the way you were staying in with Wheezing on Donphan, I was like, okay, that's definitely Hadron Engine Choice Scarf Rhydon in the back. Like,
yep. I'm like, no, please take. Please take the Wheezing. I'm like, stop setting up rocks. Please take my Wheezing.
Oh man, then Latios at the end said, I'm just gonna crit and take the last kill.
I think at least I would, even if you, I don't think, because I clicked Stomping Tantrum there trying to catch like a Tinkaton or Volcanion just to like get something for differential wise. I don't think Stomping Tantrum would have killed you.
Nah, not even.
I think you were over 50.
Well, Volcanion was at 100, right? So you're talking about Latios.
Yeah. Like Latios, I don't think I would have killed Latios. And
I think with Poison you killed. I think with Poison you killed, bro.
It might have been close.
Yeah, I think the thing is that Volcanion lives.
Unless Purge's like, no, I'll just crit. It's fine.
Volcanion lives crit, but I could have.
You take two with max defense. Take two banded.
No. I just lived as in like I stay in and then I go out into Volcanion. Was like, I mean, obviously the play I made, but my thought process was, okay, if I go for Luster Purge just for the chip, because the chip means that Earth Power guarantee KOs. It does like 72. Yeah. So Earth Power guarantee KOs from there, and then obviously at full HP. This guy's so cool. But I love running. Like, why do I have 300 special attack raw? And then I have a life orb
literally,
on top of that
the
too.
fact that you're like literally max defense, and then you have magic or life orb and 300 with no investment. Like, you're gonna tank so many hits and then just throw back a crazy, and then you just get burns on Steam Eruption. Like, I switch in Swampert and get burned.
Yeah.
I was like, Swampert was a sack here anyway because like something dies to this thing. But
how'd you feel about double spikes?
Dude, I was like, please, the hazards. I'm trying to get rid of these.
Yo, I actually misclicked the encore early on Wheezing.
It was good though, because I was trying to get out.
It worked out because you switched as I went. I was like, wait, he might switch now as I go for U-turn, and that's like, so the roll on like Zapdos is like 85 to 100 and something with Luster Purge, which I didn't know until after I clicked it on you and saw you drop and then ran the calc. But I was like, I was gonna click Luster Purge here.
Yeah, no, because I was pretty offensive, because my goal, what I wanted to do was like, if I wasn't getting the spikes up, because of like, if you had Cricketune for webs, I wasn't gonna really rely on spikes. So I was like, all right, Zapdos is gonna throw off Zap Cannons, and I'm gonna paralyze some of these fast mons, and then that'll like clear the way for Entei later, or even like Crawdon on like a Scarf Latios if you let me paralyze it or something like that.
Yeah, makes sense. And then I was like, I've been talking to the situation. I was like, well, this is okay because he can't paralyze me with Zap Cannon since I'm poisoned now by Wheezing.
Yep.
And I Luster Purge there because I was like, Draco's a guaranteed kill. On even if I don't know his set, but I'm like, but what if he goes Wheezing and then tries to get me on the Prankster D-Bon? Like, I feel like you had such cool Pokemon into me, dude. And
yeah, no, I've definitely, even like when building, I'm like, well, I don't really know this format much, but I'm like, at least I feel like I have like good tools and I'll put up a good game. Barring the throwing Crawdon away, but that's, Soul Dew is apparently illegal in this game. That's fine.
Yeah. You don't like the little Soul Dew? It's only a 1.2.
I know. I was just like, it just like completely threw me for a loop. Just like, I was like, no life orb damage.
When you look at Latios, it's the first item it shows too.
Yep. Nope. I should have realized that that's what it was. I just kind of forgot that was a thing. I'm like, no life orb damage. Sick. I'm like, that killed Zapdos. Probably shouldn't have. Must be specs. Sounds good. Let me get my free knockoff. Then I see Energy Ball and I'm like,
Can we talk about Rotom's Scarf Shadow Ball doing like,
bro, that
240 damage? I was at 240 HP.
Hadron Engine is low key.
That's my favorite ability, dude.
Like, he's not even like base 95 special attack. You put some investment in him with the Hadron Engine. He's a monster.
No, he's hard, bro. Rotom's a legitimate threat. Like, even my Tinkaton was problem. My Tinkaton was super Spadef, and that homie gets 3-shot, which is crazy by a Scarf.
I was like, oh, if I get a little Spadef drop, it might get a little freaky.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I was like, wait, I have to switch because the Spadef drop right there. Hold up.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. It was good. I really like I said, I like that this almost any ability league is like you can kind of get a lot of value out of the low tier picks, even like Rotom. Like Rotom doesn't normally get to do anything, but like it's a threat.
It was literally
everything's a threat.
It was literally a threat in this. My team was very 252-ish, but I felt like
I think for sure.
We had 1, 2, 3, and then your Ogerpon all speed tied. So I was like, okay, well I have to go.
I was like, these speed ties are stupid.
And Frostless originally wasn't on the team. I had Terrakion, but I was like, I need something to.
I would have preferred Terrakion if you would have brought that. That'd been great.
No, I definitely needed something.
Just another Mon to die to
E-Speed. Exactly.
E-Speed would have been great.
Exactly.
I just needed a little more.
Exactly.
It's like you did so good, and I'm like, I know Volk's coming, and I know Ticketon's coming, so like I just gotta clear those out of the way, and then E-Speed wins.
Yeah,
so
no, legit, and obviously that was also why I was Queenly Majesty on this because I could Encore. Now the way Encore works into priority E-Speed, if you were let's say you were not choice, right? So you click E-Speed as I switch in, and then you switch it up to Sacred Fire because it obviously doesn't work. If I go for Encore, you're actually still locked in E-Speed, and it does hit me because it takes the priority bracket of Sacred Fire.
That's crazy.
So I would still take only about 40%, but I'm like, but then the next turn you can't click it. So I was like, this works out for me, and I can U-turn out from there. So that was kind of like the idea behind Ogerpon in that. And then Frostless was there because, oh my god, Garchomp is a threat, and then Ogerpon, if it wins every tie, is a threat. Let me have Ice Shard to always KO Garchomp, and then also do like 80% to Ogerpon. So that was kind of like the thought process behind that. And I was like, Destiny Ball lets me pick up a free KO, and like, why not just do double spikes? As Ogerpon might not get an opportunity to because Zapdos can come in kind of freely. Like Zapdos clicking Zap Cannon was kind of scary, but the T-Spikes made a lot of sense too.
I was like, if I get chip on a lot of these Mons, either they're wearing heavy duty boots and they're not going to take the chip, whatever. But if I get the chip, that just puts Entei in a good spot, or the Volcanion starts to get chipped down, and I just needed damage on stuff for E-Speed to do stuff.
No, you're absolutely right. E-Speed was nasty. Little Iron Head there too. I like the team.
Little cheeky Iron Head. It was fun. It's such a fun league to like build for, especially because like it was smaller, so everybody has like broken teams.
Yeah, literally everybody has broken teams.
Everybody has a broken team. It's so fun.
I love the 252s, by the way. I love all of them. Obviously, this speed tier and then this for speed tier, but good old faithful.
It was really just. It's like try to take the hit as best as you can, or hit as hard as you can.
No, that's literally what the league. I don't think there's gonna be anything that's like straight up defensive like capabilities.
You're not calcing to like get 3 hit by Steam Eruption and then maybe 2 by like, outspeeding to dodge the Encore. Like you're just not doing that. Like you gotta live the hit and then you gotta hit hard on something else. That's literally what I was doing. Like even Tinkaton, like the 28 defense is like, so I pray that you have the lowest roll with Ivy Cudgel, so not 2-shot me with Rocky Payload. But I was like, but he just clicks Stomping Tantrum after anyway. So like, what's the point? Let me just take on these Mons. But it was very easy to like build for in that regard. It's kind of like, all right, everybody's got one job to do. Just do it the best you can. Yeah, hit as hard as you can. Yeah, and that's basically that's fun. That's a fun thing to do because obviously it was a very fast game. I didn't like look at our time, but it was 18 minutes, bro. I didn't even realize the game moved. And that was me. And half of that game was me trying to figure out how I got killed on Zapdos. Got the Soul Dew. The Soul Dew got me so hard. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, I love Latios. I mean, it's a 10-year anniversary drop of Draco. I was like, I have to drop some Dracos. You got it. And that's why I had to do it. I couldn't just do it. I mean, I like how I missed I'm like Steam Eruption because I had the what is it? Strange Steam on Weezing, and I'm like, all right, let me just click this. I'm like, wait, it misses? 95% accurate, and you couldn't miss a Draco or something? I'm sorry. That was good damage on Ogre. Oh yeah, it did some nasty damage on Ogre, like the 40 and everything. You ended up critting, so it ended up like it's like you hit the first time. The Lumberry too. Yeah. Like, when the Lumberry activated, I was like, come on, no, he knows. I can't save myself from T-Spike and everything too, but. Yeah, it was definitely a fun game. Do you have anything you want to tell the viewers before we wrap it up? Tell them where they can find you, what you're uploading over there, everything. Tell them about the Denby fights that we've done. The Denby fights. Yeah, so your therapy bill's looking kind of crazy. The therapist is looking for the paychecks. But yeah, doing Denby fights. Got some other leagues going on. Nuzlocke and stuff over at IronBoffin, YouTube, Twitch, all that good stuff. Make sure you guys are checking out all the coaches in this league because we're all goated. So. Yeah, there's also 8 of us, so there's no excuse you can't watch us all. Go and check us all out right now. There's not no 16, 20 people. If you're not watching that playlist, what are you doing? But thank you so much for being here, fam. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm excited to see the rest of all our games this season, all 5 more, and then short season, baby. But guys, subbed in. We'll see y'all in the next one. That's it. Peace.